EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey, no timeout.
Now it's Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And they run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take this forward for about 5. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. A quick throw, but incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. Still going inside the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Jacobs going to try the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 50, it's Watson. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 30 yards. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
They go play fake. Mahomes. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 104th career touchdown. One shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Watson. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
There's no quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. It gets it right back to Mayer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 45. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Watson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. After one, a 14-3 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past him.
They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now Watson. Mayer there to bring it in. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code that he could not hang on to it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
A run by Pacheco on second down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mahomes now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. That's complete to Tony. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Here's Jacobs, and shedding through the tackle. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there, not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? One more time with Jacobs. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They go with Jacobs. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving him up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Butker's kick here is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And the Chiefs are going to get him. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead. Absolutely.
NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 65 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson under pressure, and down he goes. Felix Anudike-Uzomah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now it's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the 50, it's Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hey, 57, 57.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one to finally knock.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, 53 yards. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's Watson. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. Touchdown, Raiders! Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Watson now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Here's a diving catch right side. A good pickup there of 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Stanley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Watson off play action. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stanley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. To the air yet again, Watson. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now Watson. Throw left side, complete. That's Stanley. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. A good pickup there, 22. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To throw is Watson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Faking the give, now Watson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. There he goes, right side. He may go. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
It's caught inside the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, it's Watson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.
Yeah, London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. Hey, I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate.